All right, guys, here we are, season 2, 5 for talking. I'm with my boy Caps, Campo, and you got Bargo here. We're just gonna talk some Leaf talk, shoot the shit, go over our pool picks, see who's in the rankings, and yeah.
You can't say that.
Why not?
Hockey.
It's PG.
What did I say? Shits?
Yeah.
It's PG-13. He's just said it again. It's PG-13.
PG-13.
Everyone takes shits. What are you gonna do?
Keep going.
Sorry.
All right, so I'll start off with Caps. I know it's only a couple games in, but what do you think about the Leafs?
Thank you for taking out and putting Merchant on waivers.
Ooh.
Because
He sucks.
Rosen and Borgman deserve to be there.
No, they do not.
Yeah, they do. So, out of all the defensemen, who should be on the Leafs?
Connor Carrick, and one of those guys
He's the
should be
seventh
off.
guy.
No, one
should
of
be
those
the
guys
sixth
should be the
guy.
seventh guy.
But as you know, it just came out recently that Connor Carrick is injured.
He's coming back tonight.
Yeah, well.
Okay,
He is a 60.
If I'm them, you don't play either one of those guys. You Marley them and you put Pollock and Carrick.
Pollock's not signed. He's not even 100% in there.
But I don't. Those two guys, one guy can stick handle and do nothing else, and one guy can hit people and do nothing else. So together they're useless. I'm not saying don't develop them. They're going to eventually be good. I'm not dissing them. But together right now, they're not helping the Leafs. Especially like I said before, you have Riley and Gardner that are wingers who happen to play defense for some reason. You have Hainsey who could play defense and literally can't do anything else. And then who's the other guy? I don't even know. Zaitsev, who's been like mediocre since the season started.
How did you figure Zaitsev's been mediocre?
What has he done?
He's got like a point in each game.
Yeah, but you have to play defense.
They are playing defense.
He is
He's
playing
been
defense.
playing
He's probably the best defenseman on the team right now.
So as you can see, the NHL is going through a little phase right now where everybody's getting used to this whole face-off thing. Okay, so many penalties. Okay, especially the Leafs. Now, every time they go on a penalty, who's playing on the D? Who? Zaitsev. You've seen it.
Yeah, because you're not going to play Borgman and Rosen.
And he's doing a pretty good damn job. So I'm sorry, I have to disagree.
I think
Zaitsev.
Zaitsev is in those positions because you can't play Borgman and Rosen.
But they've been playing there too, man.
But
well, no, your only other option is Hainsey and Riley.
it's not Zaitsev is bad. It's Zaitsev is doing what he can on a team that doesn't play any defense collectively. Like, well, look at the first game. Okay, whatever. Then they played the Rangers, and the Rangers could have won, but the scoring kept them in it. That's what keeps Leafs in game. Their offense is amazing, but their defense is non-existent.
Fine. What about Chicago?
I don't even want to talk about them. They suck.
No. What about the game against Chicago?
They both were like just. It was a sloppy game. I didn't like that game, to be honest.
Yeah, but you gotta be able to admire Toronto's resilience, especially in the second and third period.
But it's the offense. Their offense is so distinct and like powerful. When they come in, you can't get the puck out of the zone.
Fine, I agree with you on that, but it's also the fact that they kept Chicago off the boards the second and third period.
Yeah, okay. But I'm not going to say their defense was amazing. Chicago just wasn't there.
I never said their defense is amazing. I think they
it's amazing
developed.
compared to last season.
I think last season the defense was stronger.
No, I don't.
The offense is unbelievable. It's there. And I'm not saying like blow it up.
It's going to get better.
I'm not saying blow it up. The defense is going to come eventually.
Saucy and Willie are fucking
You have three
sauce.
scoring lines. That Komarov is like the only defensive player on all three lines.
Yeah. Kadri's a more defensive player too.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
And this whole talk about them wanting to sign Tavares,
Don't do it.
you got amazing potential in that team. You don't need Tavares.
That's just a waste of money.
It's just a waste.
Also, your boy Zach Hyman, happy learned how to putt. Uh-oh.
Congratulations, he knows how to do something.
He practiced shooting all offseason. I was listening to him on the Rads.
I can understand where Babcock is coming from, why he keeps Hyman on that line. He needs someone to do all the dirty work. I can understand that. I know where he's coming from. Hyman's kind of won me over a little bit.
Wow.
Marichin?
I think you're
Marichin
they're
does
both
not
coming.
deserve to be there. I'm sorry, he does not deserve
Pretty
to be
soon you're going to be building teams out of those two guys and Matt Hunwick, and you're just going
next
to be
thing you know, I'm
cruising.
going to be wearing a Hyman jersey.
If you do, I'll give you 50
Ooh.
bucks. I'll buy you a Hyman jersey if you wear it.
No.
He doesn't want to.
No, I'm old school, so
Yeah.
don't make me whip out the Wendell Clark jersey.
I don't know. Like Hyman didn't have a bad season last year, even for point production. It's just the opportunities that he had, he could have done a lot more with.
Hyman is the guy that's there for Matthews to shoot the puck off his face. Like, he's just there. He's there to grind so that those guys don't have to grind at all. How about your boy Patrick Marleau, though?
He's good. He's looking good.
It's all right.
Against Del Fuego. Have you seen him skating out there? He could play defense, actually. He's pretty decent.
Hey, it's still early on in the season. Let all the teams get into
Listen, I'm just saying we beat Montreal, right? We got to.
We have to.
We best.
Shout out to Chris.
That's, yeah, I guess.
I'm going to whoop your butt tonight.
It's like a kind of a shout out.
My buddy Angelo, who's also a Habs fan.
Shout out to Nuno. Kazu, I don't know why you like Montreal.
He doesn't know why.
But there's going to be a lot of time for the Leafs to develop. This team is going to be very, very good. It's only the second season for these guys, so it's
I see where it's going.
I like it. I like it.
Somebody mentioned the fact that Frederick Anderson is a little shaky.
Last game.
Yeah.
Last game for sure.
About those Vegas Golden Knights.
I think it's just a bunch of garbage.
That's a little pumped up right now.
Yeah, they're just excited and they're doing what they can. I don't see any potential on that team whatsoever. And they're gonna end up 5 years down the road with like 10 people in the stands. So
it's a Cinderella story, but it's fun. It's cool. It's cool to see.
Yeah, I'm not saying I hate it, but I like it's getting too much right now. Like the fans legitimately think that they have like a Stanley Cup contending team for some reason. Maybe because they've never seen hockey before.
They're all excited that they're winning if they're 4 games into the season.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. That market, I don't think it's going to survive once you get the NFL team there and stuff. Like, I feel like people are going to move away from hockey. They're going to slowly just like stop watching it as much. But
yeah, it's also new too. It's the hype. Everyone's a little juiced up.
Yeah, like look at Nashville. But Nashville always consistently had fans. Like Columbus too. Columbus was a stinker of a team, but Columbus is a place where hockey is a thing.
People actually go to watch it.
Yeah. Like
it's not like Ottawa.
You go to Carolina, look what happened to Atlanta. You look at Arizona. Like, there's nobody there. Like, if LA and stuff wasn't such a big city, I wouldn't even doubt that no one would be at those games. Like, Anaheim is that's the only ticket in town, so you're going to watch the Ducks.
And the Ducks have been pretty good.
San Jose, same thing. You're the only team in town. You're going to watch them.
Anaheim's pretty much always been an exciting team. Like, it had its gaps of, like, nothing. But they've always had big name players. They've always been a good team to watch.
They've always been pretty consistent. Like,
yeah. Well, like, I mean, they had a follow for a little while when they didn't have anybody really. And then they went right back up.
So how do you think the teams will do this year? What do you see? I know it's very, very early on in the season. I know, like, we're still getting used to this the season and all that stuff. But how do you see... Who do you see going very, very far?
I feel like Dallas is going to snap out of whatever the hell's going on.
Well, yeah. they made some serious changes earlier.
Washington's on fire.
Washington, it's definitely Washington, Pittsburgh in the East, again, for my 2 picks.
But we said the same thing about Washington in the last couple
but
of seasons.
This Washington team, this is what they've been missing.
It's a new Ovechkin. This is 25 pounds
This is what they've been missing. All those years, they were a great team. They were amazing, the best team in the NHL, but they didn't have this Ovechkin. This Ovechkin is the best player in the NHL. Who's going to stop him? Sure, there might be guys that get 60 assists or something, and he's only going to end up with 6, but he's going to score 70 goals. At the pace he's on pace for 187 goals.
Yeah, but we also know the fact that, like, once all the teams get into mid-season form...
I get it, but if Ovechkin can keep up at least his scoring, that's what they were missing last year. A 30-goal Ovechkin. What happened to the king of hockey's goals?
Yeah, I've always said that Ovechkin was earlier on when they first started off. I've always seen as Ovechkin as a better player than Crosby. Early on.
I agree with that, but Crosby developed into his own. He came into his own. But Ovechkin's
a better goal scorer.
If he stays healthy for the next 8 years and plays till 40 in his career, maybe longer, because he has that Yager body that's like unbreakable. But he could be he is the probably the best goal scorer who ever played hockey.
Yeah.
Other than Mike Bossy.
Man's a sniper on a one-timer too.
I still stick with Mike Bossy as the greatest goal scorer who ever played hockey. But Ovechkin's gonna finish second to Gretzky, and you can't. Like, Gretzky is amazing, and he's always going to be the leader in goals, but I don't think he was a goal scorer. He was everything else.
You think Ovi's going to get more than 600 points within the rest of his career?
600 points?
To be second to Gretzky?
No, I said goals.
Oh.
He's 300 goals behind Gretzky right now. But he's like 200 and something behind second place.
Man, I don't...
And he has a good 8 seasons left. If you score 30 goals each of those seasons, you're looking pretty decent.
You look at Washington, you have Backstrom with 10 points. You have Ovechkin with 10
Look,
points.
Tyler Oshie and
You have
Kuznetsov. Or what
with
is it?
10
TJ
points.
Oshie. I said Tyler.
TJ Oshie's not even up there.
TJ Oshie got 4 points last night.
Yeah, but he's not up in the tops.
He's got to be.
No, he had like 1 point between like the first couple games.
No, he got me the first game he got 3 points in the very first game of the season.
Well, maybe he has 7 then because I just checked it today.
Him,
the top
Kuznetsov, Backstrom, and Ovechkin are all in the top 10 for points.
Yeah, those Backstrom, Kuznetsov, and Ovi are top 3 in the league right now. 10, 10, 10.
And Holtby has been on fire. That's my biggest regret from the pool is not taking Holtby again. I took him 2 years in a row, and he did good both times. And for some reason, I didn't take him again, and I feel stupid.
I made that mistake.
Shout out to all the people who picked Carey Price. Your life sucks. It's gonna suck more after the Leafs beat you 20-0 tonight.
I want to pick Holtby too, but who took him again?
Like, did you? No, like, a few people did. What, you're mute now?
What? I took Holtby, not Ovechkin, so what?
Yeah, I want to take Ovechkin.
I took Oshie and Kuznetsov, and that was a last-minute decision. Thank God I did.
I took them.
I'm like cruising at the top right now. I'm pretty sure
Kuznetsov was a given for me in his box.
I don't know. So
which teams do you see going very far this season?
Washington, Pittsburgh in the East.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Edmonton snaps out of it in the West.
Sucks right now.
I know, but it's mid-season. Trust me.
Mid-season, it's the beginning.
You're talking Pittsburgh. They're not going to not make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? It's Sidney Crosby.
If they don't make the playoffs, they need to rebuild that team.
Okay.
Even though they're
that team
loaded
just
with
needs-
star
they-
power.
And they said the exact same thing about Detroit. And who's in first place right now? Detroit. Like,
Okay,
I'm shocked.
But they snapped out of it too, though.
We'll get into that in a second, but
Last season was a wake-up
Pittsburgh
call.
is going to cruise. Pittsburgh is going to cruise eventually. They made a lot of changes in the offseason. Benino's gone, whoever else they lost, and they're making their moves. They're going to be okay. So Washington, Pittsburgh in the East for me, and Edmonton's going to snap out of it in the West, I think. And probably, I want to say Dallas is going to snap out of it too and make it, but it's probably going to be like Anaheim, I think, or Nashville. But Nashville's, if they're not going anywhere.
Getzlaf's not healthy right
I
now.
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Chicago does not make the playoffs.
No, Chicago will make the playoffs.
That team overall is not good. It's based all around just those guys. And what the Leafs did
It's
was
been the
just
same guys
shut
for a
down.
long time.
I know, but what you learn after time is you could just shut down those guys. Though it's harder to shut down a Crosby than it is to shut down a Patrick Kane.
Can't shut down Brendan Saad.
All right, I give you that. They made good moves though. I like what they did because I don't know what Panarin's doing on Columbus.
One thing I like about Chicago is they've kept their defensive core for a very long time.
Yeah, but other than Keith and Seabrook, name me a defenseman on their team.
I forgot to say his name. It starts with an H.
Hartman.
No.
Oh no, Jalmerson's gone.
He's gone?
He went to Arizona. Jalmerson.
Chicago.
H?
He's talking about Jalmerson.
I was talking about Jalmerson.
Yeah, I don't know. What about you? You didn't say anything.
I could now.
Well, I wasn't gonna let you talk, but I figured I might as well.
Edmonton's gonna snap out of it. I thought Edmonton was gonna do way better.
There's no way they're not snapping out of that. There's no way. It's good. They're gonna.
They gotta get it together.
It's still early. And Drysdale is out due from like concussion symptoms. That's kind of scary because I have him in the pool.
Good choice.
At the time. I don't know. I've always liked Chicago. I've always wanted to see Chicago.
I love them.
I love Chicago. But
They're my favorite jersey and symbol. Like everything about that is my favorite. It's just I don't believe in them this year. I don't buy the hype. I think that even if they make the playoffs, they're looking at another Nashville 4-0 beatdown in the playoffs. I don't believe Crawford is a real starting goalie, like in the top 10 at least.
Didn't they win a cup with
them?
him?
And Niemi was not a starter.
They won cups
But that
with him.
team was fuego.
That's what I'm saying.
That Niemi team.
That's what I'm
all
saying.
the cups are with Crawford except the Niemi one. But Crawford was the backup.
So it's all about having the team. What kind of team you have in front of you.
But that was a time when
doesn't
they had those young guys on good contracts, and you had a full team, a full roster. You had Bufflin on your team, like as a winger because you had too many defensemen.
Well, going back to your question, I want to see Chicago do well. I want to see Edmonton snap out of it. I hope that Edmonton goes far.
There needs to be a Canadian team in the finals.
I don't see Yager hoisting a cup this year.
But Calgary's team is stacked.
Calgary is stacked.
Is Calgary stacked? In your opinion, you guys?
I think so.
I think they're a young, speedy team. Like they have a lot of talent on their team. The problem is their size.
They have depth down to the third line,
yeah.
just like the Leafs. So and their defense is crazy. They have a sick defense. They have Giordano. They have Hamilton. They have I don't know if they still have Weidman. Who did they just picked up a huge defenseman? Hamonic from New York Islanders. And they have I could literally, if I look at it, you'll be like, oh yeah, their team is really good.
Well, for the East, if Toronto can tighten up that D, Toronto can do very, very well.
I think so, but I don't think they're making the finals. I would love to see it.
Washington, I don't know. I've always said Washington will do well, but for some reason they just can't get it together in the playoffs. So I don't know. I'm in the air for Washington.
Right now, first episode of the season, who wins the President's Trophy?
Washington.
I say Washington. You're saying Washington?
Yes.
So we don't even have an argument there.
No.
We all win no matter what.
I'm just surprised of what the heck is going on in Western Conference right now. I don't know how Colorado can be in first place.
Okay, no,
I know it's only 5 games.
That's where I wanted to go.
Seriously, I don't know how you got a player on the team who doesn't even want to be there is having such a kick-ass season.
I don't even think he doesn't want to be there. I feel like it's they don't want him, and he has this negative vibe on him now. Why would you want to be there if they don't want you?
I think it's just like the thing
I'm
of
not
them losing.
He doesn't want to be there because he doesn't want to be there. I think he doesn't want to be there because of the fact that they don't want him.
I think that's really a messed up thing to do. And then you spent 3 seasons trying to trade the guy now and never made a move.
Because what they want is so much for him. And they don't want to trade him unless they get back something in return. They've been losing. So their piece of shopping around is him to try to make a change on the team.
I want to see him end up in New York Islanders, second lining to John Tavares. That's what I want to see. I think that would be nice. I love the Islanders. I want to see them do good. I want to see them get out of Brooklyn. That was a joke to put that team there. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, anyway.
How do you think Tampa will do this year?
They're predicted to win the cup.
I think they'll do good. They have
Same thing as last year.
Yeah.
But I guess the only reason why they didn't is because of all those injuries.
7 out of 10 of the sports writers or whatever picked Tampa Bay. One pick Leafs, 1 pick Pittsburgh, and 1 picked something else.
Who's playing goals for Tampa?
Vasilevsky.
Jinx, you owe me 3 Cokes.
Give me a soda.
Give you a shot.
Yeah, but wait. On that, all right, cool, I'll take that. But on the other side, the teams that are doing good, who falls off? Like, Colorado's not going to continue.
No.
There's no way. No. Who was the team you just said? Detroit. There's no way. Detroit's going to end up near the bottom. I guarantee it. There's no way.
Well, Jersey's
going to fall off.
Going to fall off, too.
I won't say they won't make the playoffs because that team, I called it from the beginning of the year that Jersey was going to be good. But I don't think that they're going to stay near the top. They're going to be like a 7th or 8th place team.
Carolina.
I don't know. They look good, man.
Carolina should be good, though. Carolina's just like New Jersey, a young powerhouse team that needed to do good. Same with Arizona, but what the hell happened to them? I watched them play Vegas. They look like a junior B team playing against an NHL team.
I said before the season started, look out for Arizona. I regret it now, though.
Well, whoever beats the picks, Stepan's still getting points out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a heck of a season, man. I'm looking at the Western Conference right now, and the last 3 teams, San Jose, Dallas, Arizona. Look at that. Last 5 teams, Minnesota, Edmonton, San Jose, Dallas, Arizona. All of which I thought were going to do pretty good this season. But, I mean, once again, it's early in the season, so we'll see what happens.
It's really early. Okay, look, this is for me. the number one team to fall off is, I say,
Detroit.
Detroit, yes. But a team that's actually good that I don't think is going to maintain it is St. Louis. I don't think that their team is good, but not a first place team right now. They're like the worst team they've been in the last like series of years of being a good team, I think.
Well, they lost Shattenkirk last year. Most of them lose.
The worst team right now that's good than at Buffalo. What the hell's going on in Buffalo?
I know, I like them too. I said at the beginning of the season as well, watch out for Buffalo.
You said it earlier today.
Yeah.
Buffalo, I don't understand that. The whole Buffalo situation is like, I don't know.
It's okay. At the end of the season, I'm pretty sure Jack Eichel will have his coach fired and his GM fired.
I just want to
LeBron
say
James.
something quickly that I was trying to say before about Vegas. If you keep winning, you're not going to get a high draft pick. And with the team you have, you're not going anywhere in the next couple years. You need high draft picks. You should be tanking this whole season. Like, I get it's your first year. You want to show, like, a little bit, but...
Let him take next year. This year, just, show off a little. Get the people to come to the games.
Show off that lineup, Leipzig and James Neal.
There you go.
They're out there. They think those guys are superstars.
Andre
They're like, yeah, James Neal. We're like, yeah, you could probably play on our Marlies team.
I don't know why they gave away. Was it Hamnick? It was not.
Was my thought.
It was my thought. Yeah.
They gave away Van Riemsdyk too, man. I would have kept Trevor Van Riemsdyk. They have so many defensemen though. They're looking to make 3 more defensive moves, trades, which is good. They're gonna load up on draft picks, but the problem is if you finish high, you better hope those teams you got the draft picks from finish well.
Last. Yeah.
And I don't know, Dallas. You got Mark Mathot, Radulov, and Hansel. What the hell?
Bishop.
And you see Hansel crush that guy the other night, headshot, and he's gonna get like a 3-game suspension.
And they got Bishop too.
Yeah.
So they got the team. I guess they just can't click. I don't know.
It's still early, man.
It is still early, but when you see
guys gotta
that,
cruise together.
when you watch that, you're like, whoa, because like, you know what it reminds me of? The New York Rangers of the early 2000s, where I'm just gonna throw money at everybody. You want to play on my team?
Lindros, Burry.
No salary cap. Oh, we'll sign Yager, Lindros, Burre. We'll sign the whole fucking NHL, and then nobody's gonna do anything for us.
Yeah, they just couldn't click though.
I remember that was hilarious. It was like the Rangers versus the world. If your guy was on free agency, he's gone. He's going to New York. It's like playing against the Yankees.
Well, look at the Rangers now. They got Kevin Shattenkirk and
they're building a much smarter team. It's not all about just signing big guys.
I know that, but they're still in last place.
They played really
and
good
Lundqvist
against the
is
Leafs.
not playing well at all.
Yes, it's Lundqvist. I agree. The goaltending is the problem on that team.
But I mean, that's pretty standard for Lundqvist. He doesn't really play well in the beginning part of the season.
He's a postseason guy.
Listen, he's going to go down as a top 10 goalie all time.
For sure.
Without a cup. Because they're not winning a cup.
Not anytime soon. Unless he gets traded.
Last year and the year before, I would have said was the Rangers a window to win. Didn't they make it to the semis?
Last year?
No, not last year. Last year was Pittsburgh and Ottawa. Ottawa was
the year
my
before?
team. Ottawa has a really solid team too, man. They're just that one Carlson piece away from destroying teams.
All right, so I'll jump right into our pool picks. We did our draft last week, and I got bucket pool pick compared to John, or I don't even know what you called me, pool bucket picks. Or I'm going to win a bucket at the end of the season for my pool picks.
Yeah, he will earn a bucket.
I'm in first place.
It's 4 games into the season. I was behind by 18 points, and I don't know what I'm behind now because I've never looked at that pool.
26.
I'm 26
No,
behind.
you're not. 16.
Okay, you want to just tell them like normal person?
I thought he's pretty normal.
No, he's definitely not normal. Listen,
No.
you got to have a couple fluke picks once in a while. You fluked it out. It's a keeper pool, and it was a bad idea. I never should have did it. Votes out. I vote out.
All right, so you got Bargo in first place. You got Caps in second. Campo in third. And producer Drew in last.
Oh, I passed him?
Yeah, by 2.
Oh, nice. I was
So
behind
right
him
now I have
yesterday.
73, Caps has 64, John has 57, and producer Drew's got 55.
Is that his name?
Producer
On his
Drew.
birth certificate?
Yeah, it's there. It's written in die.
It's written in blood.
Smeared on the wall.
All right, so that's the pool. Let's talk about the other pool. It's the other one.
The auto draft.
Nicholas Backstrom.
Okay, so we made another pool accidentally, and it auto drafted for us. And right now, Anthony's in first place, Nick's in second place, producer Drew's in third place because that's his name now. He put his hand up. I don't know why he's not even on camera. And, I guess I'm in fourth place, but that pool's a lot closer, and I'm way better than all of these guys. And also, we never made any of these picks. That was computer drafted. So
Not according to the pool.
yeah, the pool says by law, I will win. 2-time champion.
Of?
The pool. How many did you win?
What pool?
The pool. There's only the pool. These pools.
You've only won once. Let's try.
I've won twice. The very first one and 2 years ago. Listen, we can't all be the best.
This guy's a gypsy cheater.
When I come for third this time, I'm going to slide in there, and I'm just going to slide in the DM. Slide in.
He slides in the managerial position and changes his picks.
Speaking of, since it's pick related, I just started our brand new segment of the show.
What is it?
You're a sexual liger.
Like he says that and looks at me like I don't know what it is. Like I just started the new segment of the show.
What is it?
Tell me. He doesn't have a name for it, that's why. He doesn't have a name for it.
Okay, wait.
Fantasy
Sexual
hour?
Sexual lagging.
Sexual lagging.
That only happened once, and it was Kevin's fault. Okay.
Yeah, you should
Happened
see him
yesterday
now.
too.
You should see him now.
Yeah, I heard about it. He told me the story.
He changed his name to McLegger and his play-by-play name is Leg. Okay, so what did you make up?
Okay, I don't remember what it's called, but I'll figure out a name for it.
Fantasy hour?
So tell me a player that you think is going to be the best player, and we'll do this like every week. From what you've seen this week, who do you think is the best player right now, which is obviously Ovechkin? Who do you think is going to fall off that's at the top, and who do you think is going to come up that's at the bottom for players? It doesn't have to be
like
in the pool.
Points?
Yeah.
Like what are you talking?
Like who's a player right now that's stinking it up that you think is going to turn out to be good? Who's a player that's doing good now that's going to fall off? And who's the player right now that you think is going to finish
deep.
at the top?
You only see top 10 on the score. I haven't gone that deep into stats
Okay,
this
so
year.
for me, I say Ovechkin is the best player right now.
Yeah, well, we all agree to
Okay,
that.
so let's agree. That's
Yeah.
fine. I think that Backstrom is going to be a player that's going to slowly fall back from how good he's doing.
I don't think so. If Ovechkin keeps up this pace, so will Backstrom.
And I think McDavid is going to be a player that's going to come back from how bad he's doing right now.
He's not doing bad, but yeah. 4 games, 5 points. If he gets a point a game, he's 82 points.
How
much are you trying to say? What are you trying to say, boy?
Everything
4 games.
Someone's got to set up Ovechkin.
Listen, once in a while they let me go on the ice and set him up. You can't help it. It's just what I
Set
do.
up with BJ's.
Okay, who's the worst goalie right now?
Who's the worst goalie?
Who's the worst goalie right now?
Dallas is goalie if it's Bishop or the other guy.
That's not a goalie. It's not a bad one.
Mm-hmm. Every goalie that the Leafs have faced.
Carey Price. Nah,
Ooh.
I'm kidding. He's
Even last place, Carey Price is still better than half the league.
No, he's a good goalie.
Listen,
I feel bad for the guy.
I gotta stick it to Antti Ranta, who wanted his big shot and got it in Phoenix, and is just not good at all. He is just not good.
Tuukka Rask.
He's
Yeah, but Boston. Boston's
Lundqvist.
Who's Buffalo's goalie? Yeah, Lundqvist. I'll give you Lundqvist. He got pulled twice
Leonard.
already. Leonard is trash.
Disagree, but
But anyways, I don't know.
Cam Talbot.
I don't like Cam Talbot, so we're not even gonna get into that.
He's playing in San Jose now.
I don't know. Martin Jones. He's not bad. The team is not good anymore. But
Pekka Rinne.
yeah, Pekka Rinne's not having a good year right now. That's actually pretty surprising.
Devin Dubnyk.
Steve.
Are you just gonna name
Mason.
only the players that are in the pool?
I'm naming goalies that are on good teams that should be winning games and have
Yeah, because it's the only good goalies we picked. Alphonse the third. Okay, so what's wrong with Montreal? Somebody tell me what's wrong with Montreal.
Not enough scoring power.
Name me a scorer on their team.
Pacioretty, he's not enough.
Name me a scorer on their team.
Pacioretty.
Name me a scorer.
Druin.
Pacioretty.
Okay, I'll take Duran. Pacioretty is a bucket.
He's their only goal scorer for the past 5 years.
He's not a legitimate goal scorer.
For them, he is though.
But
He's the only one
if
who
you
gets goals.
listen, if you're gonna put up 25 to 30 goals a year and get 1 assist and end of the season with 40 points, you don't even count. You're not even on the team. You're just a guy who got lucky and scored some goals.
Okay, well, who else got more goals than him?
But I'm
Carey
just saying,
Price.
who's their legitimate goal scorer right now? Radulov was better than him last year. Radulov was better than Pacioretty.
Goals? Probably
Just
not.
better
Points,
player.
yeah. You said goals, man. What are you talking about now?
Who gets points on the team? How many goals did Pacioretty get last year? Look it up and tell me how many goals Radulov got last year.
I'm surprised why Radulov didn't resign.
Like, how
Because
did
Dallas
last
offered him
season?
money.
You know, yeah, but I'm like, you have a need. Montreal has a need. They need goal scorers. They didn't make the extra effort to sign the guy.
Like, Pacioretty had like 150-goal season recently, and he had like one
Pacioretty never scored 50 goals in his entire career.
close, 40, 45? Yeah.
No,
He was up there. Like, I was Pat's Hats or whatever the frig his nickname was.
Pacioretty had 30 goals last year. Galchenyuk had 30 goals last year.
And how much did Radulov
I don't know. It doesn't even show him on their team.
Because it's this year, probably. Like, the roster.
Oh, I'm not even on the right year. So, okay, this doesn't even count. Okay, guys, cut that.
The answer to your question should be that there is no good goal scorer.
Yeah, that was the answer, basically, that I was going for. But Nick did. I think Drouin is going to come out. This is his coming out party. But
He needs support.
that
He
team
needs
is
support.
not good. On a piece of paper, I look at that roster, and it's not good. On the ice, they play like crap. They're like...
Drew needs some support, man. I mean, they need to get some more players. They need to get some better players on the team.
So,
I mean, it's not that much of a difference from last year, though. I mean, the only difference, what? Markov, Drew wasn't there. They had
35.
Radulov.
Told you.
and no one else had even 20 goals on their whole
He said
team.
45.
I said he's hit 45.
Okay, wait,
last
I'm
year
looking
he
it
had
up.
35. I had him in the pool last year. That's how I know he had
He
35.
had to be right about something eventually.
I never thought you were wrong, by the way.
Most goals ever, 39.
Yeah.
Most points ever, 65. So you're still a useless trash bucket. When Austin
I'm not
Matthews,
denying that.
Austin Matthews came in the league and wrecked you.
To get 65 points,
You like that?
to get 65 points in this league, should we cut that? To get 65 points in this league in this generation is very tough.
It is, but that was probably like 4 years ago.
No, but even still, like
No, he actually
In a league where
consistently
it's very
gets
hard to
60
score
points. But the
goals a
thing
lot.
is, you're not going to win a championship with your best player score 60 points.
Scores 60 points.
Gets you 60 points. Either way, you scored 60 points. 60 points came off a stick at yours of some point.
what was the most points that a Nashville player got last year?
Nashville.
60, I think. But this is the
That's
thing.
probably
When,
PK
when you have
Subban.
when you have a whole team, this is a trending thing too. Which I get your point. You came back at me with a good point. But when your whole team has 50 to 60 points, like an older Leafs team, like when you had the Sundins, that's a team that's a powerhouse because you're usually a two-way team.
You're running through all
Yeah.
four lines, putting up numbers.
When you have a team that's
Nashville was a pretty damn good two-way
yeah,
team.
they
last
were.
year.
I agree.
Yeah.
But Montreal is not a good two-way team and has one guy that gets 60 points and the rest of the team gets 25. Galchenyuk has not came into his own. I was totally wrong about him. Let's see if he could turn it around. He's not like he's old.
Who else is there? Gallagher.
Gallagher hasn't done anything this year. Plekanec is going to be a free agent. He took a dumb contract. He could have took an 8-year contract on another team and got $6 million a season. Instead, he took 2 years at $5 million in Montreal or whatever it was, and now he's not going to get a contract anywhere.
Maybe he wants
He's
to
gonna,
stay loyal. Maybe he has a loyalty.
I get it, but you didn't help. Nothing's going good. There's nothing going good there. And speaking of nothing going good, Winnipeg, Paul Maurice,
He's doing they're doing pretty good right now.
greatest coach of all time, Paul Maurice.
Paul Maurice, great.
I know
can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
This is Nick's pick.
Sarcastic.
Like Nick's team would be Paul Maurice, Zach Hyman, and Martin Marinson with Lundqvist.
Why?
in that.
You feel that Paul Maurice is a shit coach?
Yeah, he's so bad.
Why?
He's so bad
How do you figure?
because he only wins when you give him a team. Babcock turned a team into to something.
Yeah, but he was also given some golden items.
Yeah, you can't.
That was my argument last year, and you guys told me no. He's the best coach.
I'm not denying that, but you're
Great
saying Paul Maurice is not.
Paul Maurice is
bad
not a
coach
team that's going to
because
turn
he's only
something into
handed
nothing into something. That's what I feel.
Okay, that's completely different what you're saying.
Like, who is it? Bruce Boudreau, who on Minnesota took that team that was a playoff team every year, 8th place team that was struggling every year, and last year they were amazing all season, and then the playoffs They're Minnesota. They have the Washington curse in the West
Bruce
Coast.
Bourgeois, same guy that was on Washington, couldn't get Washington anymore.
Yeah, but he turned that team into a President's Trophy team every year.
Yeah,
Almost.
yeah. They couldn't do nothing in the playoffs. Same thing with
Barry
Minnesota.
Trotz, same thing. And look at Nashville. Just trotting around like a bunch of horses out there. Country music.
Predators.
See that reference?
Minivan.
Nice. Minivan Predators. I thought we meant third jersey, just like a really crappy van.
Nashville. Those old Volkswagen Beetle vans.
So what do you think? Pittsburgh's going this year?
They're gonna. I said it. Eastern Conference Finals at least.
You said they were a three-peat, right? Or no?
I didn't say anything.
No, his question
Someone
was.
said it was a
His
three-peat.
question
I
exact
could be wrong.
was. Who will there be a three-peat first, a Canadian team to win the
Yeah.
cup, and he picked a three-peat.
No, it wasn't 3-peat. It was
Two-peat.
back-to-back.
Back-to-back.
Yeah.
No, it was a three-peat.
No, it was a back-to-back.
Was it back-to-back?
Back-to-back.
Well, I'm definitely not gonna say three-peat this time, no matter what. I know I didn't say double up, but
Can't happen.
I said back-to-back.
I don't think
I
they
said back-to-back.
back-to-back. Okay, I was wrong, but I don't think that you're three-peating. I don't think that's in this modern era of hockey. That's even a possibility.
It's possible.
No, like there's not basketball.
Paul Pierce said it the best. Or was it Kevin
Kevin
Garnett?
Garnett.
Impossible.
It's possible.
No.
You doubted them in the playoffs too, and they still won.
Yeah.
It's
And
possible.
you guys all doubted Ottawa. Look what they did.
They lost
No,
They
they
lost,
made it
they
to the
won.
semifinals, game 7.
and lost.
Yeah, so what?
So that's amazing for a team that shouldn't even have made the playoffs last year.
How'd you
Play
feel?
horseshoes.
They were at the bottom of the league.
It's all for enough, man.
Yeah, that's it. It's Finnup's wife, but
It's her in the stands. that
yeah,
makes it
she's just
different.
out there. Goon too. Don't watch it. Continue.
Come on, man. Ottawa's got like one of the best players in the damn league, man. Carlson is
I was 100% expecting you to
best,
say
one of the
like
best players.
Finup. Oh, it's like the Leafs. The Leafs have one of the best players to ever play, Joffrey Lupo. Doesn't even get ice time.
You want to know what his points production compared to games played is actually not bad.
It isn't, but he just doesn't play any games to get points.
Yeah.
So it's like 0-0.
Like he'll play 45 games, have 45 points or 42 points. Like he's in
He
the
can
range.
score goals. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that. I know
Yeah.
a team like Pittsburgh for $1 million a season would take him as a third line player. I guarantee it. You put him out there with Kessel on the other side and like a Bonino
That's
guy.
second line.
Kessel's like flip flops between the lines, but Hornquist is back, so I think Kessel got knocked back to the third line. But he came back and scored first game back, so we'll see. Whatever. Pittsburgh's gonna get healthy. We'll see what they do. I think Murray's a little shaky right now. He hasn't been playing his best.
No,
But neither has
Tampa
Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
hasn't been playing.
he's okay. He
But
got a goal.
Pittsburgh hasn't been playing good itself, so Matt Murray's just a victim of the team. That's what I think. If you're losing 10-1 to Chicago,
I do, but he wasn't a huge factor so far. I feel like it's just a little jitters. He had, even though he was the starting goalie, he always knew that he had Fleury there to talk to him and back him up. Now he doesn't have that. It's just him and like 97-year-old Antti Niemi in the background, who came in, by the way, and played horribly. He was
starting
brutal.
against Chicago, wasn't it?
I think so. The game when they
And
got
then they put
slaughtered.
Matt Murray. They lost 10-1. That's what I'm saying. They put in Matt Murray. It was like 5-1 or 6-1 or something, and then he let in 4 more goals. That was a beat up show.
I don't know.
That's like a ESHL
When in
right
Rome.
there. Doesn't really apply to this.
Agree to disagree. All right, let's go get some lunch.
All right, guys. This concludes this episode of 5 for Talking. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
Like it. Subscribe!
Hey, what's up guys? We here at Roblox Games put a lot of time and effort into our content, and it would be very much appreciated if you could drop a like on this video, and if you enjoy this video, please subscribe to our channel for more content.